Okay, are we up and live? All right. Sorry about that, guys. The issue was the back of the microphone wasn't plugged in all the way. So let me get the chat popped out again, get that back in, and we will try this all over. Copy. It never fails. Whenever I think I have it ready. Connor, what are you doing?
I'm hiding.
Yeah, you're not hiding. Okay, guys, the chat is back up. Yeah, the back of the microphone just wasn't plugged in all the way. Entirely my fault. So let's get back over to the chat because there's people there now, and we'll try this the right way.
Say I like what?
Yep.
Say I like what?
Yeah, buddy. What's up?
Say I like what?
Yep. And we're... Whoa. Okay. Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, you're okay. You just got scared. He stepped off the side of his bench. You're okay. You're okay, Connor. Shh. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay, buddy. But when I'm telling you to be careful on this, that's why. Very careful. Cuidado. Yeah. Why don't you play with your Mickey car? Okay, you can pick up your jelly beans first. You're okay, though. Okay. Yeah, you're up here. I'm not gonna tell you no. Oh boy. So little man's fine. See, Eileen says hi. Hi, Eileen. Oh boy. So you said as soon as something happened, without something happening, well, he fell down his stairs.
Honey.
Yep, hi, Eileen. Aiden just got excited. Hi, Connor. Are you gonna say hi to Aiden? And Jolene?
Yeah.
Well, say hi. How you guys doing today? So, finally getting over being sick. That was nasty. And last night, I don't know how many of you know, happy 100th episode. Well, thank you so much. We have 100 episodes and 600 subscribers. It is awesome. So, I finally got to this point with the slippers that I've been trying to. Doing good, just woke up. Awesome. Just got the slippers done. Oh, not done, but to this point.
Is it too spicy?
Oh, yeah, that was a cinnamon one. That was too spicy. Good call.
Cinnamon. Not too
Oh,
spicy.
that one was really spicy.
Really spicy.
He's obsessed with jelly beans.
Is that so?
So there's actually a little saga that's been going on behind the scenes with these slippers. Neighbor down, I just got sick as the neighbor downstairs moved in. As far as I'm aware, she's a single mom, 2 kids, whatever. It's like her first apartment or something, because she has like no idea what she's doing with things, doesn't know how to use the heat or regulate the heat properly. So there have been days where we've been sitting and it's been like 85 degrees with all the windows opened up middle of winter the last 2 weeks. There's been days where it's been like, we woke up and it's been like 40 degrees. Well, since I was sick and I can make shoes and stuff, make some house slippers. Why not? And a client of mine gave me some rabbit fur and some black mystery fur. Well, there wasn't enough rabbit fur, so I decided to use this black mystery fur. And cutting it, and it's going well. And if you've ever worked with fur, real or synthetic, you know that as soon as you start cutting it, fibers go everywhere. Thank you. So, I'm doing my thing, getting everything cut out and lined and stuff, and it's going great. And then I just break out in hives. And I had hives head to toe, every inch of my body. My left eye was starting to swell shut. It was... Not yet. You can do the burnishing later. Because there will be burnishing, and you can help me with that. Hives top to bottom. So I can't figure out what it is. So I assume it's the mystery fur. Not sure. That's important. You can't play with that. Whatever. Just one of those things that happen. So I ended up cleaning the entire office, soup to nuts, moving everything, cleaning every surface. Took me days. Feeling crappy. Still getting hives every time I'm in here, but I don't want to expose little man here to them. And Mick was feeling too crappy to do much of anything, so I had to just get in here, get it done. Anyways, I find this fabric. I only have like a little square of it left. Joann's was selling it a couple of years ago, 2 years ago. And I actually bought it to line, we don't put pencils in the mouth, to line his crib with, because it was just a really pretty color and it was soft and velvety to the touch. This stuff. Now, where's my phone? Because the light in here is not doing it justice. Beautiful, beautiful. Super soft.
Yeah, super soft.
And it was 2 nights ago. I did the glue up and got everything laminated and cut out, and it all went well. No more hives. So I think it was the black fur, but I'm gonna try out. I'm gonna buy some rabbit fur just to check out.
Jelly beans?
No more jelly beans until after the live stream. When we're done, I'll get you some more. Okay. Yeah. So no more hives. So apparently I got everything cleaned up. I'm gonna buy some rabbit fur in the next couple weeks just to make sure that's not what whatever my allergy was. I really think it was the black fur. But that's just one of those things. It's because I've never had any allergies to animals. As far as I'm aware, the only allergy I have is to nickel metal. So I don't know what happened, but it was awful. But that's all taken care of. Very happy to almost be done. Have some slippers. The form is turning out fantastic. It looked like absolute garbage when I first did it, but now I'm starting to add stitching to it. It's starting to take its shape. Like it's all potato chipped and stuff from the shape. But once I have it sewn in, I can break the I can break this edge, because this is, now that laminate is way thicker than the sole material, which is just 5-6 ounce leather. And this is glue, 5/6 ounce leather glued to that fabric, so it's a lot more robust. But now that's sewn on there, glued and sewn, and I can start, breaking the edges up. And it's buttery soft inside, guys. I wish you could feel it because it's nice. That's been my most recent fight, but the good side effect is it gave me a very good reason to get in here and clean. And this section over here is finally cleaned out, thankfully. So I can actually make a purpose-made leather bench with, above storage, so that all my leather stuff is all good and ready to go. I can put in my LED lighting, so I have nice, good lighting all over it. It's going to be a good time. After the live stream today, I'm going to have a few things going on, one of which I'm going down to the shop. He has a Mickey car. So going down to the shop and finishing the bellows for the forge. I want to have that done. I was planning having it done 2 weeks ago, but life had other plans. Don't press buttons while I'm working, buddy. So I'm finally getting stuff organized, which is fantastic. I've had a great excuse to clean and get things done, and we're getting back into the swing of things. So heavy. He watches Bluey, which is on Disney Plus. It's this little kid show. It's made by the Australian government as a learning aid for kids, and he is absolutely obsessed with it. Super good for kids, and it's actually really well written to the point where, like, boom. Okay, buddy. But it's really well written to the point. You turn my razor heavy. Why'd you turn my razor heavy? I can't move my razor. Can you turn the light? Hi, Ellie. Super good for kids, and it's actually really well written to the point where I enjoy watching it. Alan, you get a shape break. You're not going to play with the razor. Get the shape break lens today. That's always fun. So depending on how nice the day is, I'll probably be going to the shop and working on the bellows. I'm thinking I'm just going to do, since it's going to be kind of like a hidden thing, I'm going to have it just the fabric part of it just going to be some tarpaulin. All it needs to do is airtight, so why not? There's no need to run out and get to spend money on anything, and if that works well enough, then beautiful. So we're gonna do the giveaway today, which my wife actually found this really cool thing. They're Viking hair wraps. And some people on Etsy and stuff are selling tooled ones for like between $40 and $80 I've seen. Well, it doesn't seem so bad to try and do one. So I found I had the wife measure her hair, and that's what 4.5 inch circumference. Mine was 2.5 inches. So I came up with like a middle ground, because if I measured it around the hair itself, it was like 2.25. If I measured it, cuidado. If I measured it around the ponytail itself, it was like 3. We're not going to throw this ball. It's too heavy to throw. It'll break. Very, very dangerous.
change.
You can hold it and you can look at it, but that's about it. You can roll around on the ground. Yeah, he's going up and down those stairs very carefully now. So I came up with a middle ground for the pattern, 3 1/8 inch, and was it 1, 2, 3, 4 inches tall, just so I get a little bit more verticality. And so these are the two designs I came up with. So you have kind of the Thor's hammer pattern, and then you have the wolf pattern. That's a bit of a derpy wolf, but you know, you guys decide which one you want me to go with, and we'll do that for the giveaway. I got some, you know, usually when you order leather off Amazon, it's kind of crappy. It's like good for like if you're gonna heavily do something with it, but I got this, and it says it was flawless leather or something. It was like $30. Kind of expensive for what it is, because that double shoulder is Thor's hammer. All right, we'll do a Mjolnir, unless anyone else has any other ideas. You know, that double shoulder is usually wolf. Figured you might like that one if you tuned in. That double shoulder is like $50. 5/6 ounce leather. This is supposed to be 5/6 ounce leather, and it feels about 5 ounces. Maybe it's 4 to 5, but it is super supple. Fenrir. Yes. It is super soft, very supple. Definitely veg tan, and you know, there was one little flaw on the edge here. It's just a slight discoloration, but I don't think that's going to matter too much. Alright, so we have one for Thor's hammer, Mjolnir, and we have 2, I'm assuming, for Fenrir. So it looks like we're going to be going with Fenrir. I have some weird stuff going on. Like in the Chuck Dorset fan club, which is the guy who does all the YouTube videos for Weaver Leathercraft, which I love Weaver. That's actually where I get the Sierra leather from. Fantastic stuff. It's actually what I'm making the sandals out of. Somebody asked for advice on this person had been commissioned to make a wedding garter, and you know, I told him to use like 3 to 4 ounce leather, and I said, you know, it should be 3 to 4 inches thick. I meant wide. You know, that was a bit of misspeak, but it's funny, the comments that I generated from that. Ah, boy. I get some interesting stuff going on. Okay. I have plushies of Haiti and Skull. Ooh. And how have I not seen these plushies? I am disappointed. And Eileen, that's so cool. Fallen from Grace. Yeah, right? This stuff is so nice. I wish I could get this in a actually 5-6 ounces, like perfect weight leather to work with for a lot of things. But I would love to do some sort of, I'd have to charge way too much for it. way too much for it. But it would be so cool to do a like a full, Norse Norse god or character mask out of leather. Tool it really good. Either do like you can do Odin or Thor, any of the actual people, but you can do a Fenrir or Skull, or you could do like a Loki would be really cool on here. You could do Frost Giants or whatever. Just make the whole thing out of leather, tool it really intricate, so it has knotwork and interlace all over it. And you could actually, if you're really careful, you could do the full like pantheon across the whole thing, and then stain it and paint it, stain it, antique it, make it look really cool. But man, something like that would take me weeks of working on just that. But man, that would be so cool. So, looks like we're doing Fenrir. So, I get so much junk, so many junk messages from TikTok. It's ridiculous. Eileen, if I disappear for a bit trying to keep up with the snow we are getting, so I don't get stuck again. Plus, it's easier to keep up with it now. 3 to 6 inches falling, up to 1 inch per hour. Ew. That's just not fun. That's not fun at all. All right, guys, so here's the deal with the live streams. I sit here, make a project, start to finish. Usually I go in with a blank canvas. Today I'm starting with patterns, just so I wanted to work out proportions and really look at things, because this is going to be rather intensive on the tooling and the carving, where everything else was pretty much just figure out the pattern, cut it out, stitch together, you're good. This is going to have to be cut, tooled, dyed, and then finished and sewn together. So I'd rather spend less time on the designing aspect of it and more time on the working aspect of it, because you've seen me design plenty of things. And for this, I just Googled Mjolnir tattoo or Fenrir tattoo, and I just looked at it and sketched. So bing bang boom, done. Rules for the giveaway are: there is a link in the description somewhere to a Google Doc. It disavows YouTube and Facebook and everything else. They're not part of this. They don't condone it. They're not against it. Blah 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 blah. They have nothing to do with it. It's just me. At the end of the event, I'm going to ask for a random number based on however many people I think are in here, plus a few extra in case people pop in from then till now. After the project is finished, then once everyone submits something, I will put in a random number generator. Closest number to it gets the prize. It is then incumbent upon them to get me their address so I can ship it out. The only thing that is required from you is to be able to watch and put a number in. That's it. And I take care of everything else. Okay, and I believe that is all of the gobbledygook that I need to say to get this party started. Let's see. Falling from grace. Ugh, I am so done with snow. See, I like snow. In yards. On ski slopes. It's nice. It's pretty. In trees. It's nice. When we get a ton of it all over, and I mean, I know it falls all over. It's snow. It doesn't care. But Eileen, we just got 15 to 18 inches last Sunday. Ugh. Why? Disgusting. It's been too cold here to snow, which is awful. It's been getting to like -7 and stuff at night, so just bleh. So, I guess let's get to it. Let's get this put off to the side a little bit. Hope it doesn't snow here. Have to try and get this brake line replaced today. That does not sound fun, Alan. I do not envy you. So let's get this and start a ticker. Let's get this pushed all the way back. And I believe I can switch to the other camera. So let's do that. And I still can read your chat and stuff, so as you're doing whatever, I can respond to you. So here's the leather. You might be able to see the small blemish. Just this slight discoloration right here. Just a slight discoloration here on the side. Doesn't really... I just got the car back. Oh, you got it back? Finally! But, I mean, that's hardly anything. So the first thing to do is to get our swath cut out. I'm going to start from this side. It has an interesting feel to it, and it just seems right. So we'll do fin rear. So it's a 3x5 pattern. I need to get my this guy out. Little titanium toothpick I'm using as a scratch awl. I'm not sure if I want to get a better scratch awl because this one actually is really nice. You know? And blade and strop. Always strop your knife. I'm thinking about starting an ASMR channel. You know, just general sounds like workshop sounds or me reading stories that are in public domain. What do y'all think about that? Because I think it could be a rather nice. So let's do 1/4 inch right there. One, two, three. It's lined up so I don't have a crooked cut. There we go. And we're doing 5 inches up. One, two, three, four, 5. Let's see. Alan, put new pads on yesterday, went to bleed them and blew a pinhole in the line. Oh, jeez. That's not fun. Let's see, Fallen from Grace. That sucks. I won't do my own for that reason. I know how to do the brakes, but not how to fix issues that may come up. Yeah, I've done brakes plenty of times, and it's not the most fun thing on earth, but it's doable. Now, I'm thinking I should put on what I should do is get this cut out. We will then put on, oop, I made this a little tall. It's supposed to be 4 inches. So let's just cut an inch off of this. Top or bottom. Let's cut an inch off the bottom. Yeah, cutting mats are awesome because you can just line up with the grids for most of your cuts. If you have a nice sturdy hand. Nice steady hand. So I think what I should do, does it look about right? Yeah, hair wire, perfect. I think what I'll do is I will trace the border front and back, skive the edges. Hey buddy.
By a ball?
That is a ball, yeah, it's a magic ball.
And a ball.
Then I will cut the pattern out, put it on here, case the leather, and we'll be going from there. So where is my calipers?
Don't.
Counter. Leave that alone. Hey, I'm filming, so you need to leave that alone. Okay? Thank you. Whoop. Cuidado. Can't play heavy right now, buddy. I know. Alright, so, and then we got that. Then we will trace it out on the back. I'm not going to see the back anyways. Just so I can see it. And actually, we won't do a border on the sides. Don't bite your controller. So the top border we're just going to run straight across.
shower.
Okay, so we got that. Now we'll do the skiving knife. This is like the cheapest skiving knife they have on Amazon, and honestly, it's awesome.
Say please.
Say please, Connor. Yeah, please and thank you are magic words. You always want the skiving knife to be sharper than a razor. And you don't have to, but I always kind of do a light burnish on the back of it just to get that polish, because that's going to be the part that's sliding and gliding.
Please.
You are not getting up here. You are not getting on my lap while I'm filming. Not going to happen. Yeah. And the best way to fix issues while for cars and stuff is to just honestly just YouTube it. Alan, the only thing that sucks is I can't get the line preformed. What type of line are you getting? Because I remember when I did the lines for my Volkswagen, because I was a bit of an idiot. With my Volkswagen, and I was cutting. I had to replace the floor pans instead of looking underneath and above and kind of marking out the general location of where stuff was. I just decided to grab my angle grinder and go for it, and I ended up slicing through a couple of brake lines. And I got the nickel chromium lines. To me, skiving is just such a pleasure. Just getting that perfectly wedge-shaped piece just carved off, and it comes down to a nice feather edge. Love it. I'm going to be getting the coated line. Just as a quick aside, guys, here. Let me show you something with Little Man. I know, but we can't play the heavy game. I'm working. He started wearing hats just like me. I mean, it started him with him taking my skull caps, but now he's just wearing his own hats and stuff. What am I supposed to do now? The leather's heavy. Everything's heavy now. What can I do? Poly armor. All right. Yeah, the poly armor stuff is good. Heavy. Whoa, careful. Cuidado. Yeah. Remember, not even 20 minutes ago you fell off these because you did that? You're heavy. So, have this come around and wrap that. Just like that. Yeah. How am I going to stitch that? Heavy. Okay, buddy. Oh, careful. All right, let's switch back to the what you call it.
Play game.
I wish I could, buddy, but I can't play any games today. I'm sorry. My little one is having his pre-breakfast. Pre-breakfast?
Pre-breakfast.
Hey, Connor.
The razor.
What is this knife called? You know this.
The
Skiving knife.
saving knife.
Yeah.
It's a saving knife. It's a saving knife. Then take the other one.
Yep. I'm going to take that down just a little bit more.
And then a bit more. No, it's a saving knife.
Mm-hmm.
It's a saving knife.
And just have to...
It's a saving. It's a saving knife.
I am using the skiving knife, yes.
It's a saving knife.
Okay. Let's move this all the way forward. There. All right, watch out, buddy. And you move this out of the way. Come on, watch out. Oh, careful. Cuidado. He gets milk before he goes downstairs. Ooh, lucky man. Skiving knife away. All right. Can I clean this up now? Yeah.
Is this a razor?
This is a razor, yes. Got to be very careful when you're cleaning up these little fuzzies, because it's very easy to overcut by accident because the leather gets so thin. And the thing is, a lot of this is just going to disappear anyways once I, glue it and everything else. But I like having a good foundation. Okay. Looks pretty good to me. So let's case this really quick. And I know, I'm super fancy. I use paper towels. We'll set this off aside. Let's case the back. Case the front. For the first time casing, I usually like to get it really wet. And then just let it sit and dry for a few minutes. That way the moisture soaks all the way through. I'd rather start with leather that's a little too wet than a little too dry. You can actually see, some of the absorption going in through the sides. And kind of like wood, obviously the leather is going to absorb faster through the end grain, which in this case would be, this section here, over here, the back, than it would through the grain. And Alan, just pour my breakfast. Big cup of Folgers. Actually, I think that's what I have in my cup right now. Some Folgers. It's hard to remember if, last time I went to the store if I got Folgers or Maxwell House. So, that's good. Let's get that set off to the side. Take another guy and just... Oop. Okay. So we're doing Fenrir. Get this guy cut out. And I do have the window open because this office gets ridiculously hot. But when I start standing and stuff, I'm also going to have to turn on my air purifier. Please leave that alone. This is a workpiece now. Feel how it's wet? Touch it very soft. Feel how it's wet?
That's right.
Yeah. Anytime you touch this, it can really dent and mark the leather really easily. And I need this to be as nice as possible because I'm giving this away to people today. Okay? Thank you. Alright, so.
Skiving knife?
Skiving knife, you're right. I should
put
put the blade away when I'm done. This is also like the easiest sheath I've ever made. I know I'm just trying to kill a little time here while this absorbs and gets ready.
It's very wet.
Very wet, yes. So that is the pattern we're going with. Fenrir. Oh, can you see it? In a moment or so, I'll transfer this to the leather, and we'll get going on that. While we're waiting.
It's very wet.
Very wet, yes.
It's very wet.
Very wet, yes, Connor.
It's very wet.
I'm going to strap my swivel knife.
It's very wet.
Now I definitely use.
Very wet.
I have a carbide blade, and it is
It's very wet.
very wet. Yes, and even though it's not metal, it's still good practice to strop your blade anyways, because it still does a slight polish to it. Very wet, yes, Connor.
It's very wet.
Very wet, yes.
It's very wet. It's very wet. It's very nice.
Now this is a swivel knife because when you have it on your hand, Connor,
Swivel knife.
look, You have it on your hand. You can swivel the blade as your other finger keeps seat on it and presses. Hi, whatever your name is, and I'm not sure what language you're speaking, but hello and welcome to the live stream and the giveaway for today. Connor, what did I say? Don't touch. No toques. Oh, and I need to turn that off. Eileen, oh my goodness. That is a lot of, that's a lot of snow.
And turn it off.
And from Jolene.
And then
oh my god, guys. Those are totally adorable.
Side breeze.
All right. So this feels just about ready. I can't play that game right now, buddy. I know. I wish I could. Yeah, but I'm working right now. So I just do one more wedding. I can't, buddy. I'm sorry. Eileen told you we didn't get the road plowed till 3:34 the next morning. Disgusting. That is absolutely unacceptable. So I cannot wait till I have my own bench for this stuff. I'm gonna have this inset into the bench. It's gonna be beautiful. Alright, so we drew that border, top and bottom, so we can get this guy roughly centered. Fields Raymond, Voy, FYI. Sounds like those are... I can't tell if those are real people or if they are just bots. And I'm just tracing this with just a very moderate amount of pressure. And I might add some more detail in here as it goes, but you want just a very light impression of whatever your pattern is. And then up here, turn that light on. No, Connor. Actually, you know what? I could probably just do it with this. Yeah. Now I need to be careful at these edges because I could easily cut through these areas where I skived. But I want a nice border, you know? So we will start down here. We'll start up here and just draw it towards us as if it were just a regular piece. We'll start a little into the skive there. And you want to cut about halfway through. And lighten up right as you're getting to the skive. That feels good. And we'll start over here. A little off my mark, but we're fine. Yeah, it feels good.
That's this.
Yeah.
That's this. That's this. This is the playbook.
That's coming in nicely. See how there's a nice slight ripple right next to it? That's how you know you're getting the right depth to your cut. I'll still need to work on my small little turns here, but And one thing I've learned is don't get too attached to your marks. They're just a guide. Yes, Connor, those are the neighbors downstairs that you hear.
Two, three, four. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Good night. It's getting just a wee bit dry for my liking. So what is everyone else working on? Do you guys have any other projects that are going on, or? Yeah, Connor. So let's just get this. Yeah, well, I just want to make sure the leather is wet enough to carve nicely. Get the ruler out of your mouth. All right, make sure we're still tracking well here. All right, 2 likes, 2 concurrent viewers. It looks like we just dropped down to 1. Fantastic. That's fine. We're about halfway done.
See?
About a quarter way done.
To test it. The turkey.
You want a cookie? Sure.
And the turkey. Is it? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. This is the stump.
Mm-hmm.
This is the stump.
You're right, that is my gum. Fallen from grace, moving all my jewelry, seed, beads into cleaned baby food jars because I'm sick of them all mixing together. Oh yeah.
And these pink. These pink.
Yeah, that's a pig. And Eileen, cleaning the craft room of the mess that has accumulated, then making lists of projects I want to do and things that need to be done. No big projects yet other than redoing the camper stovetop that I did for a customer at Christmas that wasn't measured right. Yeah, that's never fun. Now, all these little internal marks, do not get this near my eyes. You'll be a very unhappy man if you hit me in the eye with this.
this. Oh,
These interior marks I make way shallower, maybe a quarter of the thickness.
it's hard to do.
And Alan just helped Jill fill up half a dozen sample bottles of her mead. Ooh. Never made mead. I've made plenty of cider, and
It's hard.
yeah, you go play with your car. Leave the ruler here. Ruler stays in the office. Okay. She's selling it, Alan. If she is, put me down on the list.
Put down in the rest. Can throw this.
Yeah, you can throw it if you want.
Throw this. The dancer throw this again. Throw on the same way.
Let's see. Still waiting on the larger bottles to come in. Oop. I would love for to have a homemade mead for ritual. Oh yeah, that would be nice. I just wanted to drink.
Can do this.
Yeah, go get it.
Yeah, can do this.
Let's take this one back this way. There we go. All right.
All right.
Looks pretty close to my pattern. Go get it. So the first thing I will do is case this again. Fallen from Grace. We're getting the garden going again this year if you guys want to do a produce swap. Now here's the fun part.
The fun part.
Kinda. Finding the right tools for this. Flap. You are not playing with those. You are not to touch any of them.
Touch anything.
Yeah, because when you touch them, they disappear. It's got a purplish tint to it. Ooh. Cuidado, Connor. Okay. These are not what I want.
There's a button.
Alright. So I'm gonna need that guy. And that one. And I think I've been using this one. Yeah, that one. Whoop. So, you two. Sooner rather than later, I'll have all this sorted out and nice. Use one of those as the background. There's the general background, and then just fade it off. The backgrounder. I think I want that. Might need that. I might want that. Okay, so we will start off.
A microphone.
That is the microphone, yeah.
Fire.
That is a air purifier, right?
Purifier. Cuidado.
Yes, cuidado.
Microphone. Microphone. Microphone.
That's kind of, that is the microphone.
Microphone. There's a hand in there.
I still have the chest sitting on the porch. I definitely need to get to that. Good morning, Jill. Hi. Nothing like a couple shots of mead before the coffee. All right. Starting the day off the right way.
All right.
Oh. It's back here. Go get it. Back in a few. Snow needs tending. That's all right. See you in a few. I'm going to be here for just a little bit. I know I'm using a metal hammer on my tools. It's killing me too. Someone has stolen my little poly mallet. Good job, Connor. You're lifting that medicine ball nice and hard. It's a nice good border. It's not overly sweet or dry, kind of tangy. Yeah, you can bring it up on the stairs, just be careful. Yeah, Alan said there was mead. That's exciting. Mead is always exciting.
Come here by zips.
What flavor? I'm going to guess violet flavor.
And microphone.
That is the microphone.
And microphone.
So we did the smooth up there. We'll do this guy around the outsides. Tyler. I love you very much. This is why I'm telling you not to lean on me while I'm doing this.
Yellow block.
Yoga block, yes.
A pudding ceiling.
We are not going to put that on the ceiling. Blueberry. Ooh, that sounds good.
Strawberries.
Yes, strawberry. I need to make some cider soon. I think once I get the leather bench done, I will take some time. Cuidado. Well, I don't think they want to hear you fall and then start screaming, so be careful.
It's in the eyes.
Whoa, told you. You okay? And of course, he got right back on there. Glad you found a use for some of the surplus. The tart you made for Aiden's child blessing was delicious.
And then this is.
Yep.
Want a turkey?
In a minute, buddy.
I want a turkey.
Connor.
Please.
Just give me a minute.
Please.
You'll get a cookie. Just relax. Patience is a virtue, my child.
But the man.
Hi.
Cuidado.
Yeah, cuidado. Get down. Here. There's your cookie. Connor, that's all you're getting.
Oh, Mickey.
Oh, Mickey. Yeah, do this. Oh, are they finally coming to do the trash? Oh boy. Let's see, Alan, we got between 15 and 20 gallon Ziploc bags of blueberries last year. Oh, good lord. Yeah, I guess there's only so many times you could have blueberry pancakes now, isn't there? How's that starting to look, guys? Yeah, I think that's as much as I'm going to do for the stamping of that. Nah, let's just do a little bit more around the nose. Make his nose really pop. There. That's good. So I think we're done with that, and that, and that. Oh, almost made a little faux pas. Always, always, always have the protective pieces on your blades, especially ceramic ones. All right, so I have somewhere a tool. That I've been dying to try out. I think it's in here. Yes. Is a round border tool. And it has this little floral design, and then has a nice interlace design. So Mom's at work, buddy.
Mama asleep.
Now, I've never used this tool before. So before we go too crazy with it, set that aside. Just do a little quick case with that scrap that I pulled off. Oh yeah, that looks good.
Very wet.
Yeah, very wet. Very.
It's very wet.
It's very wet. Remember, when you're doing...
It's very wet.
Very wet, yes.
It's very wet. It's very wet.
Very wet, yes.
It's very wet. Like the finger.
Yep. Gotta watch your fingers on it.
Oh, what's the fingers? Scissors.
Yeah, we're gonna leave all of that alone, buddy. I guess that'll work.
Scissors.
That might be enough to pick up some antique or something. We'll figure it out. 6 months, then starting a new batch. Ooh. Someone move me to a warmer state. Well, how about you just come to Pennsylvania? We could start a little commune, and that way you don't have to... Yeah, Connor. Please close it. And that way you don't have to worry about shoveling all the time. Remember how I would shovel most of the time? Connor. Should I do the bigger background or the smaller one? The bigger one leaves a better impression. But it's colder there than here. Yeah, but we have maybe 6 inches total of snow, Eileen. These are really like my favorite backgrounding tools. I think we'll use the larger one. No, we'll use the smaller one because this is a pretty small piece. You're not going to play with scissors. When I'm done. Stop pulling on me while I'm doing this. That's turning out beautiful. Thank you. Alright, so we got that. It's a hole punch, buddy. I'll take the snow right now over the gas prices and cost of living in Pennsylvania. Yeah, well, I don't blame you. Alright, let's take... Where's my small backgrounder? We'll just do the... I'll fit one more right here. Yeah. Cuidado, Connor. And I can use my large one for this outside edge. It looks really good, thank you. Alright, now I need to give Finner here some eyes. So one center. It's a tiny shader. I thought we were going to use it. Guess we didn't. Need to find my tiniest little flower center. Next time I do one of these guys, I'm going to have a whole new bench. And then it's game over. Because I won't be doing a little poke and hope for there's another center. I think that's way too big. There's a center. There's a center. All right. Oh, boy, moi. It's 10:50. Alan Covert sent a photo. Ooh, that stuff looks good. Let's see. All right, so this is ready for paint and stain. Time flies when you're having fun. Yes. Let's find the right. All right. Jill, we can always bring it next time we're at the church. Ooh. All right, so I think we should do the paint first, then do the stain, and then do the resist and antique. So let me get my paint. And I'm thinking a nice crimson red for Fenrir's eyes. And I think we'll do some black and gray for his fur. We're just doing light hints of color because most of this is going to be made up for with stain. But I just want a few random pops of color. You know what I mean? is gorgeous. Would be perfect for my Viking kit. Well, I'm going to be done here in a few minutes because I'm going to do the stitching. Off camera. Just to save everybody a little bit of time. Because unfortunately I still have things I need to do today. Alright, that's enough black. Let's do a couple shoots of gray. Because Fenrir is a good puppy. An old puppy. So he definitely has gray in his snout. I would think. And I am actually really happy with how this is starting to come together. Alright, let's set all this off to the side. And where's my stain brush? Get this way off to the side so little fingers don't come into some wet paint. Okay. I don't mind that I'm just a little sloppy with this die here. Right now. Because this will lighten up a little bit as it dries, first off. And second, the background is getting all black, and then I'm going to come in, I'm going to put some carnauba cream on it once this dries a little bit, and I'm going to come back with some antique finish. We'll set this aside and let it really set up. So I can be a little sloppy with the light color, as it's going to get taken care of with the, be edged in with the black anyways. And usually this Pro dye is also very good with evening out its own color. So you can be you can play a little fast and loose with it. And it still turns out pretty nice. Okay, well, I should probably do the edges too. No need for me to get sloppy, right? And I know I didn't bevel the edges, but we'll come back later and get this nice. Now, Jill, I'm kind of hoping you win this one. Okay. There's that. This stuff would be so catastrophic if it just give us a quick shake, especially this stuff. If it ever spilled or little hands got onto it. And Eileen, this is exactly how I did Rich's belt too. Connor, we are not playing with that. No. That's a hard no, buddy. Like if you're dyeing really large sections, a little dauber is nice. But when you're doing something that's just, you know, kind of small like this, it's better to just go in with a little paintbrush and just paint the dye in. Connor, leave it alone. Hard no, buddy. Hey, leave it or you will get in trouble. He doesn't like being told no. But then again, toddler. To me, it's still weird. The concept of, well, exactly what I'm doing. Taking dye and painting it across a surface instead of like dipping it or something. No toddler likes those words. I know a lot of adults that don't like that word either. And toddlers, for as little as they like the word, they seem to really enjoy throwing it out there. That is one of his favorite words now. See, right now Ellie likes saying, "Leave me alone." Ellie, I do too. What's up, buddy? Hey, Connor. I love you. I'm almost done, then we can play. Mm-hmm.
Toes?
Not yet.
Toes.
Soon. I need to finish what I'm doing, buddy.
I want the toes. I want a chair. I want to see.
I'll boop you. Now, most of this should overlap the other panel. Let's see, Alan. I wonder what iron gall ink would look like on leather. Well, only one way to find out now, isn't there? When you start looking for galls. And they're on oaks, I think. When I'm done, buddy, we'll get a treat, we'll play for a while, we'll get changed, we'll figure out what we're doing for the day.
What?
Put it back. Okay, so there we go on that. We're going to let this sit just a moment. We're almost done, guys. Another 5 minutes, we'll be out of here. Let's see, I wonder what iron gall ink would look like on leather. Have a bottle of it in the calligraphy kit. You know what? No, I used mine all up. I do have a calligraphy kit sitting up there, but
What is it?
Mhm.
over there. Play?
But that's one of those things that, well, I use that pretty fast. So I'm just letting the stain dry for right now. And I'll come back in, buff it with some carnauba wax. We'll put the antique on it, then we will do the giveaway. And the antiquing will only take, 1 or 2 moments. So we're almost done, guys. Almost out of here. Still a little tacky. If this is something that you guys really like, perhaps I'll actually make a bunch of these.
Where's the Mickey car?
Where's the Mickey car, Connor? Here's your controller for the Mickey car. But where's the Mickey car? There you go. I can actually make a bunch of these with different patterns and stuff on them. So if this is something that you guys think is really cool, just let me know, and I will be very happy to spend my days tooling leather. And I believe we give this a good shake. And let's actually fold this up the right way. Definitely nice. Thank you. And I think while we're waiting for the antique gel to dry, we will do the auction, and I will just because that does take a little bit. Okay. Wax is on. Yeah. Let that dry for a few minutes. I know this is the slow part of the process, but Yeah, still part of it. Because if you don't put the wax on there and you come back and do the antique, this will get so muddied up that it'll just be a nasty thing. But I believe we could bring the camera in here nice and close so you can see this little pupper. And all this little detail here is going to pop out like you won't believe once I put on the antique. So I think Fenrir is a good puppy though. Nice Fenrir. But yeah, any symbols or whatever. I mean, this is probably the most complex thing I've done yet, carving wise. Almost dry. I think what I'll do in the future is dump my stuff into a, dunk the pieces in the light color dye. So it's a nice even full coat. Let that dry. Then come back and do the black stain. And then come back again and do the painting. I could see getting my SCA heraldry done. Oh, definitely. And I can do inlays and stuff like that too. I can line something so I can do pierce work. And let's say, I don't know what your colors are, Joe, but I can do your heraldry in one thing, in like a, maybe a 6 or 7, 8 ounce. Pierce it out real well and do all the cut work on it, and stain that, then come back with another color, do some pierce work or whatever, stain that, laminate to that to the back, and then do the whole thing and tool it and everything. That's another thing that can be done. There's a lot of options with leather. Wood, leather, and blacksmithing are some of the most versatile crafts. And that's why I practice them, because there's so much you can do with it. Her colors are green and gold. Ooh, those are pretty colors. I wish I was able to get some Herman oak in time to do this, because that stuff just stains so much nicer. You can see there's a little, it's slightly, the stain's not a perfect bleed through the entire way. One thing you can do to help prevent that is use some deglazer first, but this stuff is really, really harsh. It's basically super potent nail polish cleaner, and it will strip everything off of everything. But any stuff on the surface gets completely obliterated as well, and you're left with a completely nice, even canvas. But even though I have the air purifier and the window open, this is not good for the lungs, and I have little man around today, and the door's open, so you've seen him running in and out. So that's not a today thing. Okay. Yeah. It's all buffed up. And time for another paper towel. I think I have just enough paper towels. Let's get this folded up. And I know it says dark brown antique finish, but this stuff is dark, dark, dark brown. And if the wax did its job, this won't be a total failure. And hello, I'll be with you in just a moment. Everyone waits with bated breath to see the finish. Yep. And there we go. A little darker than I anticipated, but there is Fenrir. And I will get this sewn up into the appropriate tube when I'm done. And the idea is, once this is sewn, you slip your ponytail right through the back, and there you go. So let's switch over to the main cam, and we shall do the giveaway. All right, guys, so there you go. Fenrir. It is not as dark as it looks like it's on as it is on camera. Trust me. So let me see, guys. How many people are in here? How many people are watching? 4. So let's do a random number between between 10 and 16. And that should give us a number. And put in your guesses down below. 14, 12, 13, and Alan, just waiting on you, I believe. 15. All right. So, to keep this fair, you will be seeing me look up the random number generator. So let's fade to that. What did I say? Between 10 and 16, I believe. 10 and 16. May the odds be ever in your favor. 15. Who had 15? Alan. Well, Alan, congratulations, buddy. I will finish this up off camera, and next time I see you, you're going to have a new hairpiece. All right, guys, that's episode 100 for the Coffee with Knight live stream. I appreciate you guys showing up. I have a bunch of stuff to do today. I'm sure you guys do as well. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I appreciate you. And thank you for helping make this world better, one kerf at a time. I'll see you next week.